Hey everyone, welcome to this weekend Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for August 19th to the 21st of 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link down below because the signs are different. All right, so we are still coming off of a full moon from yesterday on Thursday. We had a full moon right on the cusp between Capricorn and Aquarius. So this weekend is still an illuminating time. Still a good time to do a status check in our life to see how things are unfolding, particularly to where we can have more stability, which was the Capricorn side of it, patience, persistence, as well as building things that are based on our true self, which was the Aquarius side of it. And Friday with the moon in Aquarius really emphasizing that free-spirited, individualistic aspect of the true self of Aquarius. So the key with Aquarius is that there's a lot of energy, a lot of what I call spiritual energy being invoked with this sign, and that we've had Neptune transiting Aquarius for a long time. The South Node has recently shifted into here this year, is getting closer to Neptune. So what this means is, first of all, with Neptune, it's so important to be connecting to the true essence of who we are. Not so much the mental constructs or the labels or these things that can actually remove us from being our true self. So it's all happening with presence. It's all happening in the now moment through connecting to that inner spark. So with that, it makes it a very good day for surrender, for letting go, for having that detachment and really acceptance along the life journey. That can give us a sense of freedom, can help us express this true self of ours. Now, to do that in healthy ways, there are some older energies being released about this. The moon is going to go over the South Node on Friday, suggesting that there's some old patterns being released. So it's a good day for spiritual activities. It's a good day, again, for reflection, intuitively, particularly, intuitively reflecting on things and seeing if there's any old patterns that are repeating in our life, and seeing where we can accept these perhaps yearnings, these perhaps things we want, having to do with the self, having to do with freedom in our life, that maybe we've done in the past but is no longer serving us. And it's through that acceptance that we have these qualities, these things we want here, that allows them to go. And again, that's what makes it such a good day there for reflection and, again, releasing any old patterns there. So within the context of that, we do have Mercury opposing up to Chiron on Friday also, making this a day of healing. And this is a healing that Chiron has recently shifted this year, which has been going into Pisces, helping us heal our connection to God, to the present moment, to our inner spiritual selves. And in that way, through, again, that connection there, we can do some healing. And this is healing of the mind. This is healing of what is actually shaping up to be more of a day-to-day kind of energy. We've got Mercury shifting into Virgo this weekend, so our minds are going more towards the details, perfection. And it's so important to find the balance with striving towards perfection, because of course it is important to have things improved and better in our life, but within balance. And that's the balancing point, is how to bring in some of that presence in day experiences, some of that acceptance there, which is Chiron. And as a result, we could find all of that quite healing. In fact, it could even be healing our minds, healing our perspective and how we view things. So yeah, that's the Chiron opposition side of that, but the moon is going to be shifting into Pisces on Saturday and Sunday as well, making this a internal weekend. Very good for intuition, again, spiritual activities, and connecting to that inner spiritual presence. So on Saturday, we do have the moon opposing up to that Mercury and Jupiter, who are going to be getting close to each other as we approach Monday. They're going to have a conjunction on Monday. So there is, going into next week, perhaps a bit of inspiration, perhaps some open-mindedness, seeing potential, seeing possibilities in our life, particularly with what can be, again, improved and embedded in Virgo. So with the opposition, again, suggesting balance, suggesting that we do need time to reflect, need some alone time to meditate, whatever it is we do to help us get into a meditative state, and get some R&R as well. So that's the balancing point, is how to still move forward in this full moon phase, yet reflect and get in contact with our spiritual selves. All right, so that's Saturday. Then as we go into Sunday, more of that Mercury, Jupiter, probably feeling, increasingly over the weekend, a bit more of that open-mindedness and maybe seeing potentials and opportunities in our life. The moon is going to be trining up to Mars and Saturn, so although things will be more receptive with the moon in Pisces, perhaps feeling maybe motivated, maybe to get things done. Mars is getting closer to Saturn. They're going to go exact next week as well, suggesting that there's this patience, this persistence we can start putting towards these big picture things in our life. So we might feel a bit maybe energized or inspired to maybe move some things forward on Sunday. All right, so that's the weekend in a nutshell. All in all, essentially what we've got here is we've got Friday, it's a very spiritual weekend. In fact, Friday is more of breaking those patterns, connecting to presence when it has to do with individuality, through that presence, being our true self, seeing how we can incorporate acceptance in the everyday sphere of things, which can be very healing with Mercury opposing up to Chiron. Then Saturday and Sunday, Pisces, definitely very intuitive, reflective in that nature. And as we get closer to Monday, perhaps seeing some possibilities and potentials that even this full moon can bring over the weekend, making this, again, a great time to do that status check. All right, so I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all on Monday.